has briefly described his curricular, but Mr. Shakil Mahapara is Director Human Resource and Training in OD for Sanofi Aventis Pakistan. He has a master's degree in business administration. He started his career in sales in agrochemicals, where he moved to human resource. Prior to joining Sanofi Aventis, he was also head of human resource at American Express Bank. He is a certified trainer on situational leadership and has conducted various seminars and training programs at Amex and Sanofi Aventis for their employees. He also likes to teach organization behavior at the Business Institute and on the weekends. So now I would like to invite Mr. Shakil Mahapara to please come to the podium and give his presentation on the subject. Please give him warm welcome.
Thank you and Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's a pleasure for me and my colleague Unaiza Khan to be here from Sanofi Aventis in front of all the young graduates from these institutes. And also welcome to Lahore and Islamabad students who are there and people who have graduated. So it's really wonderful. I think it's my first time that we are actually coming to the institute over here and delivering something which, again, like Mr. Rahim had said, that it's very important that not just that you read the books and then you just throw the books away and then you actually keep on reading them. The whole idea came about is that as a human resources professional, when we are trying to attract students or candidates to our organizations, as well as when we interview them, we find people not geared up for the interviews. We find people not geared up to exactly what they want to do. Today, the world has become more competitive. 25 years ago, 20 years ago, it was different. Chartered accountants were all over the place. They were the main people looking for finance positions. But over the years, you have now ACCAs, people are coming from abroad doing their CPAs, so there is a big requirement. And of course, organizations are not looking for just one particular technical field-oriented person. For example, we would like to have people who are diversified, who should have a vision about marketing, of HR or finance. Of course, you would like to start your career in your own field. You've already chosen this career, which is very prestigious, which is very good. But at the same time, many people, many chartered accountants that I speak to today or in their mid-careers, they say, I wish we were going to be in marketing, but we can't go anywhere, we feel stuck. It is because the people have not taken their initiative to learn about marketing, to learn about sales. So your vision, your depth about your subject is one thing, but at the same time, you can only help that company if you really understand what marketing, HR, finance, sales, etc., everything says, and what is the whole thing put together. So you're not going to be a rubber stamper in a company. We do just like any other support functions. You have to say a lot. It's not that the policies are made and then you just say, okay, fine, the policy is made, I'll just audit it, and that is how we'll go ahead. No, you are supposed to make sure, you're supposed to question it as well. And if you don't question it, then you're just a finance person. So of course, in this world, we need that competitiveness. Let me just share you a few slides of Sanofi Aventis so that you know what the company is all about. It's not going to take long and it's not going to be a little boring. So I'm going to start off with our corporate video, which just takes about 2 minutes. And I'm sure you all have heard about Sanofi Aventis. This is a corporate video about, I'm sorry I have to put the mic here and there because those people cannot hear if I move away from the mic.
We believe the world is an unhealthy place. In fact, 2/3 of it has limited or no access to basic healthcare. Well, what if instead, all 6 billion of us had the healthcare we need to live longer, healthier lives? What if instead of just treating diseases, we focus even more on preventing them? What if we fight ignorance as hard as we fight infection? What if a company existed for that very purpose? Beginning today, we are that company. But to truly be that company, we can't behave like we have in the past. And we certainly can't behave like any other company. We have to act fundamentally differently. We have to put man before the molecule. people before pills. Starting this instant, we are officially a company that's less about selling drugs and more about selling a way of life. A way of life that not only practices good health, but preaches it, teaches it, and spreads it. Because health can be as contagious as any disease we've ever confronted. And the way to rid the world of diseases is not to find cures for them, but to avoid them altogether. When the world has its health, it will have everything. Spread health.
So you see, it's all about spreading health, and let me just come back to the slides. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about our history. Volume down. And these are various companies that went on to make Sanofi Aventis. As you can see, we had Elf, L'Oreal, Sanofi and Synthélabo in 1973, then the version became Sanofi Synthélabo in 1999. And on the other side, everybody, I think most of the people still remember the name of Hext, or it was a German company, and then Marion Merrill Dow, they all joined and became Hext Marion Russell. Rhone-Planck was another famous name in the pharmaceutical industries. They joined and became Aventis, and that was a French company. And then Sanofi was also a French company which bought over the entire portfolio of Sanofi, Synthélabo and Aventis, and it became Sanofi Aventis. And that is where the company is today. Well, this is our chief executive, CEO, who is in France. He is based in France, but that's where our head office is. And our ambition is to be a leading diversified healthcare company focused on patient needs. This is what Chris Weibacher has said. And our main purpose and what the whole company is all about, the whole transformation is taking place in Sanofi Aventis because we want to compete with the competing pharmaceutical industries. And the whole thing, and the main mission is about our life isn't just pharmaceutical, our life is healthcare. So we don't sell just medicines, we sell our entire package of what the medicines can help the patients. So we look at the patients, we look at what they can get the maximum benefit out of it. So the package contains clinical trials of medicines, we go to the patients, through the doctors to see their lifestyles as well. So that's the whole complete picture. And then, if you can see where we are as far as competition is concerned, we are number one in Europe and in BRIC and M. BRIC means, can anyone tell what BRIC means? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and M is for Mexico. So we are number one in these countries, and world leader in thrombosis, number one, vaccines, number two, diabetes, number two, and oncology, which deals in cancer, is also number two in the world. So you can see where we are. And then, this is a diversified healthcare. It's not just typical medicine that we come up with for human beings, but also we are into animal health. Vaccines, like we said, it's one of our priority and one of our key kind of products. And then we have OTC, which is over the counter, which is available, like painkillers and aspirins and for stomach ache. Those are the over the counter drugs. And then we have generics, which are no more patents. Those kind of drugs are also in the market. So we deal in all of these categories. And here is some of the positions in the world. We are number 11 in North America, number 1 in Europe, like we said, number 1 in emerging markets, that is Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and Mexico. And Japan is also a huge market for pharmaceutical, but we're number 10 there. It's local pharmaceutical industries also that have overtaken, and that is where we are. But it's still a very strong market for us. This is in Pakistan, where we are today. If you can see that we have sites, the main head office is in Karachi, of course, and then we have sales offices, sales depots all over Pakistan. In Lahore is another bigger one, Multan, Hyderabad, Faisalabad, and we have sales reps placed all over the country. This is where it is. There are about over 500 local companies. There are about MNC, which are 25. The market growth has been 14%. Sanofi Aventis market share is around 4.3% plus minus, and the growth has been 16% this year. So you can see that we are actually better than the market. Sanofi Aventis in Pakistan, just want to share you that it was incorporated